Welcome to the last episode of season 2 of A Year of Writing. So, a year has passed since I started this podcast, and so much has happened. Not only did I start a podcast the last year, I also started a YouTube channel, launched online courses, wrote 5 books, and so on. It's been an incredible year. I've learned so much. I'm super thankful. And today I wanted to wrap up what's been going on and how far along my writing journey I've come. I also wanted to share some learnings that I found in a report about the reading habits of people here in Sweden, because I think it's really important for us as writers to know what reading trends are going on, since we are the ones producing content in this medium. And for those of you who haven't been around since the start, my name is Natalie. I am an author and a growth marketer, and I took a year of work to focus on my writing and my authorship. During that year, I learned a lot and wrote a lot. It has been an amazing journey, and taking this leap of faith was one of the best things I've done when it comes to personal growth. And here are some of the things that I learned from taking a year off from work and focusing on my writing. So I learned that having a writing routine and having writing like scheduled in during the day is so important. It's everything when you have a lot of unscheduled time during the day. It's so easy to get caught up in other fun things to do and forget why you're taking the time off. Because writing is also quite hard. It can be mentally draining. So having it scheduled made a huge difference for me. And I also made sure to prioritize my writing. I wrote somewhere between 1 to 4 hours each and every day. And that is how I, wrote 5 books in a year. Some of them are still in the editing process. Some of them are basically all done. So it's been a blessing, but it's also been a curse. But actually making sure that I always prioritize writing made all the difference. And another great learning was that I had to reiterate and rethink how I spent my time during this year. I started with this podcast, but then I realized it was a lot of fun to make a video podcast. So I also decided to start doing YouTube, and then I created so many videos and so much content each and every single week that it started to eat up some of my writing time. So I had to cut back on YouTube. Because in the long run, like, my big goal is to get more books published. It's not to become a YouTube star. So that was a big learning. And also, like, I felt like I matured a little bit with doing that, actually taking a step back to give myself some more space to breathe. And another learning was that even if I'm a fairly fast writer, like, other people sometimes can slow down your process. Maybe you have an editor that doesn't give you feedback as fast as they promise, or people around you are a lot slower. Maybe the beta readers don't get back to you, but stuff like that can happen. And the writing process from an idea to finished product takes a lot of time. I had to be patient. If you want to make money from your writing, you need to think of multiple ways to create income streams, where your books are only one of them. Health, both physical and psychological, is so important for my productivity, for my creativity, and stuff like that. And that was a big learning for me. So I've learned now that if I prioritize, like, going to the gym or doing workouts, that will benefit my writing process and my overall productivity. I am so happy that I get to do this, but right now I'm actually quite excited to go back to my day job as a growth marketer. I look forward to continue to share my learnings about writing, productivity, and marketing, but also about how I handle having a full-time job whilst writing and being an entrepreneur. That is the next adventure. So I will talk a lot more about that in season 3, and this season 3 will launch in August, so stay tuned. But before we depart, I wanted to share some interesting data that I found about the reading habits of Swedish people. I think it's really important for us as writers to understand the trends, since we are dependent on people that are reading our books. So all this data is from Svenskarna och internet 2023, Swedish people and the internet 2023, from the Swedish Internet Foundation, The report is available online, I think only in Swedish, I'm not sure, but here's what I found. Did you know that 1 out of 3 Swedes didn't read or listen to a book in 2023? I was so shocked when I heard that, and that is why I actually had to read the entire chapter in the report. And so here are some of the other learnings that I found out. 4 out of 10 reads or listens to book every week here in Sweden. 1 out of 4 reads every day. Women read more than men, and people born in the 70s read the most. 53% read paperbacks, 27% listen to audiobooks, 13% reads ebooks. And if you ask me, I'm in all 3 of those categories. I read paperbacks, listen to audiobooks, and read ebooks. I think I do all of them every single day, to be honest. Not sure. But yeah, and yeah, it's been a really interesting year, and I can't wait to get back to you so that we can learn how to become better writers and marketers together. If there's anything specific that you want me to talk about next year, let me know, reach out to me, talk to me. I'm always open for suggestions. And yeah, that's all for this year, this season. Thank you so much for listening. I will talk to you soon. Bye.